Welcome to my video. Today, we are going to talk about knowledge related to U.S. national debt. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe. Thank you. U.S. national debt refers to the government debt, instruments issued by U.S. federal government to raise fiscal funds, mainly through the issuance of bonds, bills, and treasury bonds. Among others, here are some key points about U.S. national debt. Debt size. As of November 24, 2024, the total U.S. national debt has exceeded $36 trillion, reaching a record high. This figure has grown rapidly in recent years, showing the rapid accumulation of U.S. government debt growth rate. The growth rate of U.S. national debt is accelerating. It took about 7 months to increase from 34 trillion to 35 trillion U.S. dollars, but it only took about 3 months to increase from 35 trillion to 36 trillion U.S. dollars debt to GDP ratio. The ratio of U.S. national debt to gross domestic product (GDP) has risen significantly in recent years. According to the Congressional Budget Office (CBO), by 2033, the interest payments on U.S. national debt will triple from nearly $475 billion U.S. dollars in 2022 to over $1.4 trillion U.S. dollars interest expenditure. In 2024, the U.S. federal government spent $882 billion U.S. dollars just to pay the interest on U.S. debt, a 33.8% increase compared to $659 billion U.S. dollars in 2023. Fiscal deficit, view as fiscal deficit as a percentage of debt, is 6.4%, a level only seen during World War II, the global financial crisis, and the epidemic. It is projected that the U.S. federal government deficit will reach $1.92 trillion U.S. dollars in the fiscal year of 2024. Reasons for debt accumulation. The rapid growth of U.S. national debt is mainly influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic and the federal government's annual overspending. Future forecast. The Congressional Budget Office (CBO) predicts that by 2033, the interest payments on U.S. national debt will exceed $1.4 trillion U.S. dollars. By 2053, it is expected to soar to $5.4 trillion U.S. dollars. International holdings. Foreign investors sold a portion of U.S. national debt. For example, China and Japan renewal foreign holders of U.S. national debt, and the scale-up their holding scheme affect the global financial market. Debt ceiling. The debt ceiling of the U.S. federal government is illegally set by Congress to restrict government borrowing. If this limit is exceeded, the government will not be able to continue borrowing, which may lead to a government shutdown. Economic impact. The growth of U.S. national debt has profound implications for the global economy, including the value of the U.S. dollar, global interest rate levels, and international confidence in U.S. assets. The growth and sustainability of U.S. national debt. A ratio is closely watched by global financial markets and economic policymakers. The rising debt may increase the risk of future fiscal crises and affect the economic stability of the U.S. and the world. The total U.S. national debt has already broken through 36 trillion U.S. dollars, reaching a historical. Here are some key points. Debt growth rate. The growth rate of U.S. national debt is accelerating. It took about 7 months to increase from 34 trillion U.S. dollars at the beginning of January 2024 to 35 trillion U.S. dollars at the end of July. Utah only took about 3 months to increase from 35 trillion U.S. dollars to 36 trillion U.S. dollars to 36 trillion U.S. dollars. Debt to GDP ratio. In 2024, the ratio of U.S. national debt to gross domestic product (GDP) is as high as 124%. Interest expenditure. In 2024, the U.S. federal government spent $882 billion U.S. dollars just to pay the interest on 33.8% increase compared to $659 billion U.S. dollars. In 2023, fiscal deficit. In the fiscal year of 2024, the U.S. federal government's fiscal revenue is $4.9 trillion U.S. dollars. A total expenditure of $6.8 trillion U.S. dollars, resulting in a budget deficit of about $1.9 trillion U.S. dollars. Reasons for debt accumulation. The rapid growth of U.S. national debt is mainly influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic and the federal government's annual overspending. Future forecast. The Congressional Budget Office (CBO) predicts that by 2027, U.S. national debt will climb to over 106% of GDP, and by 2034, it will further rise to 122%. These figures indicate that the U.S. debt level is growing at an unprecedented rate, which may bring pressure and risks to the U.S. economy and global financial markets.
观看我的视频，我们今天聊一聊关于美国国债的知识，希望你喜欢，请订阅，谢谢。美国国债是指美国联邦政府为了筹集财政资金而发行的一种政府债务工具，主要通过发行债券、票据和国库券等来筹集资金。以下是关于美国国债的一些关键知识点。债务规模，截至2024年11月24日，美国国债总额已突破36万亿美元，达到创纪录的新高。这一数字在近年来增长迅速，显示出美国政府债务的快速累积。债务增长速度，美国国债的增长速度在加快，从34万亿美元增加到35万亿美元，用了约7个月的时间；而从35万亿美元增加到36万亿美元，只用了约3个月的时间。占比与 GDP 比例，美国国债与国内生产总值 GDP 之比在过去几年中显著上升。据美国国会预算办公室 CBO 预测，到2033年，美国国债利息支付额将从2022年的近4750亿美元增加2倍，超过 1.4 万亿美元。利息支出，2024年美国联邦政府仅用以偿还美债利息的支出就达到了8820亿美元，相比2023年的6590亿美元，增长率达33.8%。财政赤字，美国财政赤字占 GDP 的比重为6.4%，这一水平仅在第二次世界大战 全球金融危机和疫情期间出现。预计2024财年，美国联邦政府赤字将达到1.92万亿美元。债务累积原因，美国国债的快速增长主要受到新冠疫情的影响，以及联邦政府的连年超值。未来预测，美国国会预算办公室 CBO 预测，到2033年，美国国债利息支付额将超过1.4万亿美元。到2053年，美国国债利息支付额预计将飙升至5.4万亿美元。国际持有，外国投资者持有一部分美国国债，例如中国和日本是美国国债的主要外国持有者。他们持有的美国国债规模会影响全球金融市场。债务上限，美国联邦政府的债务上限是国会设定的，用于限制政府借款的法律限制。超过这个限制，政府将无法继续借款，可能导致政府停摆、经济影响。美国国债的增长对全球经济有着深远的影响，包括美元价值、全球利率水平以及国际投资者对美国资产的信心。美国国债的增长和可持续性是全球金融市场和经济政策制定者密切关注的问题。不断增长的债务可能会增加未来财政危机的风险，并影响美国和全球的经济稳定。美国国债总额已经突破了36万亿美元，达到了历史新高。以下是一些关键点：债务增长速度，美国国债的增长速度正在加快。从2024年1月初的34万亿美元增加到7月底的35万亿美元，用了大约7个月的时间。但从35万亿美元增加到36万亿美元，只用了大约3个月的时间。债务与 GDP 比例，2024年美国国债与国内生产总值 GDP 之比高达124%。利息支出，2024年美国联邦政府仅用于偿还美债利息的支出就达到了8820亿美元，相比2023年的6590亿美元，增长率达到33.8%。财政赤字，2024财年美国联邦政府财政收入为4.9万亿美元，支出总额达6.8万亿美元，预算赤字高达约1.9万亿美元。债务累积原因，美国国债的快速增长主要受到新冠疫情的影响，以及联邦政府的连年超支。未来预测，美国国会预算办公室 CBO 预测，到2027年，美国国债将攀升至 GDP 的106%以上，到2034年将进一步升至122%。这些数据表明，美国的债务水平正在以前所未有的速度增长，这可能会对美国经济和全球金融市场带来压力和风险。